Oh, I can't get it.
Hey. Welcome.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yes.
Woo!
Cheers. Hold on. Let me get my water.
Oh, really?
Cheers. Yeah, really.
I got the Grand Marnier.
Okay, I got the agüita. Welcome to Queer Qonversations. Welcome to 2019.
Woo woo!
Yes, I'm G of Very G TV, and my first guest of 2019 is Jodie Ann. Welcome, Jodie Ann.
Hi.
Hey,
Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Of the TV Takeover Studios.
Yes, ma'am.
I got it right.
You did.
Good. And how's the new year treating you so far?
So far, so good.
Okay.
I thought I was going to wake up 15 pounds lighter. It didn't work. But it's okay. We're going to start the diet January 7th. So
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Let me tell you this. I, many years ago,
Okay.
had made a New Year's resolution to stop smoking cigarettes.
Yeah. Oh,
And yeah, it's a big one, right?
it's
a big one. So January 6th was when it worked out.
Really?
I remember feeling beat up on the first and the second and the third. And,
Right.
And finally, it needed a few extra days.
Okay,
and
okay.
I did it. So,
So
that
there's
can
hope for
inspire
me.
you.
There's hope for me.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's great hope.
Well,
for you.
thank you, G.
Yes.
Thank
yes.
you.
So listen, thank you for joining everyone here. Happy New Year. Please share this conversation.
Yeah, I gotta
Please
share
come
it.
and be a part of the conversation. You got Jodie Ann. Now, we generally don't have much filters or
I
boundaries here, but Jodie Ann really doesn't have any ever.
I hope that they're
Yeah.
ready for me.
I hope
Did
they're
you
ready.
prepare them? Did you give them?
I did say, you saw my post where I said brace yourself.
Okay.
So hopefully you're all braced
Okay.
in for the ride.
All right.
And yeah, so let's start off with just talking a little bit about what is the TV takeover? What is that about?
So this was my first year actually launching it. So the story about the TV takeover is actually stems from a vision board.
Nice. I
Yeah,
love
it
that.
stemmed from a vision board. And I made the decision Father's Day of this year to launch my first episode
Of last year.
of 2018.
Yeah,
You're right.
yeah,
You're
yeah,
right.
last year.
My bad. Last year. So I launched my first episode. It was Father's Day weekend. You were my first guest.
Thanks for having me. That was wonderful.
It was.
Big up.
So
Thank
you popped the cherry of the TV Takeover Studios.
I enjoyed it. Did you enjoy it as well?
I enjoyed it. It
Okay,
was great.
good,
You're
good.
very good at what you do.
Okay, thank you.
So I decided.
And you too.
Thank
Yes.
you. Professionals. High five to us. So I decided, Jodie, I wanted to do something that I've never done before. I wanted to get into the industry. I have this dynamic personality that people's like, I've always heard it. Oh my God, you need to be on your own show. You need to do this. And I'm like, you know what? Instead of waiting for someone to call me, I'm going to create my own show.
Make it happen.
I made it happen.
Love
and
it.
we actually ended our last show December 23rd for 2018 with 10 episodes in. Amazing show.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And your shows is it every month you're doing it? Once a month?
So when we first started, we was once a month, and then we ramped it up to bi-weekly.
Okay.
And now we're going to go back to about once a month because the TV Takeover Studios is doing a lot of changes for 2019. Is that
Yeah,
year
we're in 2019.
Can't believe that. So we are actually going to do more of the production side, where we are going to take people that have always thought about maybe doing a podcast,
Okay,
or
nice.
a show, but they just don't know where to start. And
It's a good idea.
come on over, and
Yes.
we'll do that. Take away the thoughts of everything, the behind the scenes that people worry about,
Right, challenges
and
people
allow
don't know
people
where, yeah.
to just be the talent. So
Okay.
that's kind of where we're headed. So because of that, we're gonna probably do maybe about once a month.
Okay, good.
First show is going to be February 13th, I believe. It's called Black Love in the Kitchen.
Okay.
My brother is
Okay.
a professional chef.
Nice.
And his girlfriend is a professional pastry chef from South Africa.
Wow.
They're going to be doing big things in the kitchen.
Nice.
Yeah.
So Black Love in the Kitchen.
Black Love in the Kitchen.
So where do people? No, you said a few things. One is if there's someone who could be your potential client.
Yes.
They want to do their show. They want to do and there's an iPod, a podcast.
Right.
How do they get in touch with you? How does this happen?
They can message me. Say, hey, my name is such and such. Message me. It doesn't have to be detailed. It's not an application. Just tell me that you're interested.
Right.
I'll reach out to them and we'll just have a conversation about kind of what they see.
Okay.
What they envision, as far as also commitment, because this thing, as you know, is about commitment.
It is.
You can't just kind of jump in there and do something every once in a while and then expect to have followers, expect to have all these people that want to be a part of what you're doing. You have to make sure that you're committed, and then we'll just kind of talk through it.
That's great. That's
Yeah.
great. So if you want to do your own show,
TV
Jodie Ann.
Takeover Studios.
Yes,
I got you.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons I wanted to do my show first, My Life Raw, Real, All the Way Live, because I wanted to kind of get people to get an idea of what they're walking into. I wanted people to kind of see what I'm capable of doing. There were ups and downs with the show, a lot of learning curves. But it ended up being a really, 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 really great production. So I'm happy.
No, I love the vibe. I love the vibe.
Yeah.
I know you're going to be doing another show.
Yes. So this. Okay. So this next show actually airs on January 3rd. I'm doing a podcast with my best friend. It's called. You ready for the name?
I don't know. Are you guys ready for the name of the new show that Jodie Ann's doing? What's the name of the show?
It's called Podcast These Nuts.
Okay.
With Wendy and Jody. So you know how they say birds of a feather kind of flock together. So my best friend, yeah, we're pretty bad. We're very unconventional. We definitely do not follow any type of bandwagon. Most of the time when we give our opinions on things, we're all the way left. But we also are kind of entertaining. So we are starting a podcast. January 3rd is the first one.
Okay.
And
where do people find it?
It's going to also be on the same page, the TV Takeover Studios.
Okay, good.
So the links, I think you have my links. You can share with people, and they'll have an opportunity to tune in every week. But we're also going to be dabbling into the actual podcast world, so it's going to be on SoundCloud as well.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
So that people will be able to get information on my page.
Congrats! This is all dynamic, amazing stuff.
I'm trying.
That's
good. Do a little something. I'm trying to keep up with you.
Yeah. Well, it's a lot of work.
Woman.
Yeah, Dawar Woman. I'm glad you brought up Dawar Woman. Yeah.
So are you excited?
I'm extremely excited.
March
1st through 3rd.
Yeah.
And we just put tickets on sale a couple weeks ago. So you can go to dawarwoman.com /tickets and get your tickets.
Yes.
And March 1st is going to be an art show. March 2nd, performing arts open mic performance at the Broward Center for the Performing Arts. And Sunday, a fabulous brunch.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about that.
Yeah.
And let me also add January 11th. So that's actually next week. Next week, Friday, the NSU Art Museum right here in Fort Lauderdale is hosting a discussion regarding the art show.
Well, your art show.
Oh, got it.
What?
Yeah, man.
Big things at one.
Big things at one.
Okay.
Big things. Yeah, man.
That's exciting.
It's pretty bossy.
Okay. See how humble she is?
Yeah.
I'm going to hear it later. I know.
No, let me tell you. No. It's a big deal because it's NSU Art Museum.
Okay.
Right? So we'll have a conversation. It's noon to 1:30. We're going to put the link because the museum would like everybody who's coming to RSVP.
Okay.
And then I'm a big up Dr. Sarah Clunis. I grew up with her in Jamaica and she's a top curator.
Okay.
And
big up, Doctor.
Yeah, man. Dr. Clunis coming from New Orleans. She's doing a great job. And we're going to be announcing the artists in the show any day now.
Okay.
So it's going to be exciting.
So nobody really knows who the artists are yet?
No one knows who the artists are. What? Yeah, we'll be making an announcement. We'll be making an announcement. So yeah, man, so enough things going on with Dawar Woman. So thank you for that. You know, it's gonna be a lovely weekend.
And you lost some weight
in 2018. I
yes,
did. Yes,
you look amazing.
Thank you.
I see you every morning. You're up. You're working out. You're my motivation.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully.
Wow.
Yeah, hopefully I can make this work.
You can make it work.
I'm trying to bring sexy back.
It's commitment. Well, no. First of all, you're very sexy.
Thank you.
So you might want to be sexier.
Sexier in 2019.
So your words are powerful.
Okay, you're
right. So you want to make sure you emphasize that. Hey, let's acknowledge everybody who's here.
Let's say hi.
Thank you for joining. Hey, Cheney. Cheney's in Oakland. I hope that you join us for Dawar Woman in March. Come on.
You better come true, friend.
Yes. So for those of you who don't understand Pata, that's saying you
better come true. You better make sure you come on through.
It's not what I'm like. Hold on. How do you translate it? It's nearly the same thing. So yeah.
Okay.
And now since we're two Jamaicans here in Fort Lauderdale, we might end up sounding more Jamaican.
We are.
So can you guys tell us if we sound
too Jamaican? Give us like a little. Okay.
Bring it back a little bit.
Because we go in sometimes and forget.
And your American accent is pretty good. You have a really good.
I do.
I think you do.
I'm legit because I went to school here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I can give you Becky. I can give you Bonquisha. Like
you got all of it.
All of it.
Okay. So how old were you when you moved from Jamaica?
5.
Oh, that young.
Yeah, I was a baby.
That's so interesting. So interesting.
But I went back every year for the summer. You know,
So I'm the opposite. I was born in New York City and I moved to Jamaica.
You were born?
Yes.
So you didn't have to pay for your citizenship. I had to pay $787.37 for mine.
So I am born Jamaican, but at 5, which is a lot of people have this thing. 5, their parents decide something
school.
So
school starts.
Probably that's
there.
it. So I moved to Kingston, Jamaica from New York City at 5.
Really?
At 5.
I didn't know that.
Yes, at 5.
Wow.
So I remember moving to Jamaica. I remember everything about being an American kid and becoming Jamaican.
Right.
Like in a few months, the accent
Did
was
you
gone.
have an accent?
I had an American accent and then quickly Jamaican. I remember trying. My mom was like, "Don't try." I was like, "Mommy, I go down to the store if you do this." I remember just trying.
Wow.
My mom was like, "Stop trying."
Yeah, it'll come.
Right.
And
so
it did.
that was
now
horrible.
you can't get rid of it.
No, yeah. So now I think I have a permanent Jamaican accent.
Yeah.
Right. I don't sound American.
Not at all.
No. So I don't know if I can do all those variations, but you're pretty good with it.
You know, I give you
fine.
British sometimes, you know. Got me a little Hispanic, so I can do Hispanic. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah. Okay, great. So any questions? Carice is there. Big up Carice.
Hi,
Any questions? And then for the first time I'm doing this.
I
also
see.
on Instagram.
Is that Instagram?
Yes, big
hey,
up.
Instagram.
Thank you everyone for joining here.
Hey.
Yes, appreciate it.
Yeah.
We'll be here. I'm gonna do both.
This is the new for 2019 for
yes,
you.
so
This is dope.
Yeah,
Instagram
definitely.
is where it's at now.
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
really picking up. The
Big
Instagram,
time.
IGTV, and all that stuff. So I'm learning all of this stuff now. So
yeah.
yeah.
So you said also you want to have for the new show.
Yes.
Some different kind of talent.
I do.
What are you thinking about?
So we have some so I think of all the places that I've lived, all the places that I've been to, South Florida is probably the biggest melting pot of different cultures, likes, communities that I've ever experienced. And I really want to bring more of that to my show.
Okay.
So I am seeking people that actually have either a great story to tell.
Okay.
Or know someone that has a great story to tell.
Okay.
Or even has great ideas.
So so my genre here, my niche is like people who are LGBTQ
Yes.
or allies,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Do you have a particular niche? You don't have to. But
Well,
do
I
you
mean-
have anything? I'm just curious. Like, is there any particular way that this is very? You said
I'm
great
open.
stories. Great stories about anything.
Anything.
Okay.
Anything. I mean, definitely, you know, it's quite obvious. I am LGBT. I
Okay.
lean towards the LGBT
Yes,
side.
you're more than lean.
I'm more than lean. I lean
You're
and
deep in.
Yeah, I
You're
do
deep
all
in.
of it. All of
Yeah.
it. Deep in.
Very deep
So,
in.
yeah, very deep. As deep as I should.
I won't translate that if anybody doesn't get it.
So, you know, but I don't want to just solidify myself just to the LGBT community
Right,
because
right.
I think that there are a lot of amazing LGBT allies
Yeah,
that have
of
great
course.
stories to
Of
share
course.
as well.
So I wanted to say, I was just more saying, like, do you have any particular interest within stories?
So I want to dabble into things that are taboo. I want to
Taboo
talk about things that
topics.
people don't talk about.
Oh,
So
good. Taboo.
I actually have a show that I'm working on right now where he's a gentleman that actually identifies as a heterosexual man,
Okay.
but he only dates lesbian studs.
Oh, interesting.
Very interesting.
So
He is. Let me go back. Bring it back.
Bring it
He is
back.
a heterosexual. So I'm working on a show right now. He's a heterosexual. He identifies as a heterosexual man,
right? And he's,
but only has relationships with either stud women,
which is masculine woman,
or masculine woman. So you,
okay,
somebody that kind of looks like you,
right? Okay, got it.
Or
right. transgender
from women to men.
So then.
So
he's dating men because a transgender man is a man.
Technically a man.
It is a man.
But yes, but organs are still there.
Okay.
It's
wow. So that's interesting. So that's one of your upcoming
so
stories.
we're working on that story right now
story.
because he actually is dating someone that is a stud woman that is open to speaking with us.
Wonderful.
But they live in Orlando, so we're just trying to coordinate the times right now.
Okay.
So just kind of give you guys an idea of
that's
where
a good
we're
one.
Oh yeah, we're going there. We're going there. So some of the shows we had last year, we had a gentleman, Stacey Lewis. He was in prison for 21 years.
Wow.
And yeah, that was episode 4. He was in prison for 21 years. And when we linked up or connected, he had just been released about 6 months ago. And he gave his entire story.
Okay.
His childhood, how he saw his mother murdered in front of him, how he saw his younger brother committed suicide because he was afraid of his report card and his dad punishing him.
Oh my gosh!
I mean, like this guy gave a story. So I'm actually one of the projects I'm working on for 2019 is working on his biography. So we're actually going to be filming his biography to pitch it to some networks because his story is amazing, very inspirational, and a lot of people, even my best friend, had a lot of preconceived notions because of who he is and his story and some of the crimes that he committed. But when you get to know this guy, Stacey Lewis, if you're watching, shout out, I love you. Big up Stacey.
Welcome.
When you actually get a chance to know Stacey, it will completely change your perspective on people that are in the prison system, or at least some of them.
So right, exactly.
So we have a lot of
I love that.
on.
So we have a lot in common because in addition to being Jamaican,
yes, and cute.
I was gonna say fly, cute. gorgeous, all those great things.
Right.
Gay,
lesbian.
yeah.
We like,
all of it.
Yeah, we like vagina.
Okay. Breasts.
You have breasts?
I say like breasts.
Oh, like breasts. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
But also, we love stories. We're
do.
both storytellers,
Yeah.
and we love to share other people's stories.
We do.
Because Queer Qonversations.
Yes.
Your whole TV takeover.
Yes.
And then The Art Woman is a platform for people to share their stories in art. So
Yes.
very similar.
I have a confession.
Okay.
Okay.
Hold on.
So I want to thank you. I said because when I speak for those
I looked over at your
I
girl.
know, right?
This is gonna be okay.
So for those of you that don't know, this is actually not my first time with you. I came on your
First
show.
time on the show.
On the
That's
show.
not the first time on the show.
Right, the first time I've never been with her.
Not being horrible.
It may have been a drunken night. Who knows?
No,
She
no.
does look familiar, but whatever. YOLO. Anyway, but when I first came on your show, I hadn't really figured out the complete structure of the TV takeover and what I was going to do. And when I came on the show and I saw kind of what you're doing and I saw your energy, you were actually the motivation for a lot of the things I did.
Wow, wonderful.
No, seriously, like just everything that you do, the behind the scenes things, some of the questions you ask your guests before they come. You were the person that actually kind of guided me with that.
Thank you for sharing.
That's
a great
I said, you know what? I've
Thank
never
you.
told G this, but
I love this.
When I left your show, I was like, you know what? I'm going to incorporate that. I'm going to
Wow.
incorporate that. I'm going to incorporate that. So thank you, friend.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you. I give you 3% when I start.
I would like a little bit more, but we'll talk about the
Lawyers. Should have known.
Wow, yes. So no, that's great. Thank you for sharing. I love that. I
Yeah,
love that.
really.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see here. Divina, mi amiga.
Oh, we have somebody in Spanish.
Somebody. This from Colombia.
So listen, I just came back from Colombia.
Welcome back.
Yes, it was amazing. So Lorena is actually a friend of ours that we met in Colombia. She's a part of the LGBT community.
Welcome.
Her and her partner actually took us to an LGBT club in Colombia. Hi, Lorena! Thank you for joining. That is so awesome. So yeah, she doesn't speak in English.
Okay. Bienvenido. How do you say come to Fort Lauderdale on March 1st for the Art Woman?
Yeah.
Translate that.
That.
Please.
Google Translate.
Yeah.
Welcome.
I should know that. I
should.
understand, but I don't know how to say it.
Yeah, I'm the same
So
way.
we have here Jodie Ann with the good lights on. You kind of look not so super dark skin, almost like a browning.
So we had a conversation earlier because I wasn't invited to the big 50th birthday party.
Oh,
and I told David it's because I'm dark skinned. And the only reason that G was able to go is because she got the lights on her all the time. So she looked 2 shades lighter.
I would say
What?
that I am the dark skinned person in the crew. But I was joking. And you're saying what about that I was just barely dark skinned?
Barely. You're like halfway
Just barely dark
Like
skin.
you're not even all the way. It's because it's the lights. It gets you 2 shades. Because every time you take pictures, for some reason, you got all these like professional lights.
Oh my
because
God.
you're sexy exy as a professional.
Yeah, but
that's not fair.
don't you love being dark skinned? Like I feel happy to be chocolatey.
The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
Yeah, I don't know about the juice part, but I just think this looks just beautiful. So it's like it looks.
So you don't know about the juice part?
I don't know about the juice part.
So for 2019, we're not gonna be honest about the fact that you like it like that.
I didn't say this how it looks. It's very beautiful.
I love making her blush, guys.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
How much time we have left?
I know. Where are we?
Yeah, I just started. You have another 40 minutes left.
40
minutes.
Let me make
Okay,
sure.
what we got?
Do we have any questions from anybody? Please. We have Jodie Ann here with no filter, ready to talk about anything.
Yes.
Please ask her some questions.
Yes. So what are going to be some of the topics we're discussing on Podcast These Nuts? We can talk about that a little bit.
Okay, that's fair.
So Podcast These Nuts. So it's going to be weekly.
Weekly.
Myself and my best
So
friend.
there's no video because podcast I'm feeling it's audio.
It's going to be video though.
Oh, okay. I like
yeah.
this. I like this.
Yes. So you're going to be able to see visually, and I'm going to see all this little lipstick and a little bit of foundation. Shout out to Mary Kay. I can't promise you we're going to be, looking cute.
You don't have to.
It's going to be
it's a different thing.
all the way. We're going to be real. We might be wrapped up in blankets. I may have a bonnet on, but it's going to be real.
I don't like the bonnet. Don't do the bonnet, please.
Oh.
You don't need to bonnet this hair.
You're
Come
right.
on, don't do the bonnet.
It's a prop. It's a prop.
Okay.
But every single
bonnet.
week.
We're going to ask. We got Nancy here.
Nancy says no bonnet.
Please, no
Okay,
bonnet.
all right. So every single week we're going to be dabbling into different hot topics. So for example, the day that our show airs, they're going to be doing that documentary on R. Kelly.
Okay.
It's a 3-day documentary on R. Kelly. His ex-wife is going to be talking.
Wow.
The women that were victims are going to be talking. There's a lot of stuff that's going to be going on. So we're going to definitely be like dabbling in and kind of discussing what we think about it.
Okay, good.
I definitely have a different opinion on things that people are probably going to be like, what the fuck?
Okay.
And my friend has some opinions on it. So it's going to be a little bit of that.
Interesting.
We're going to be talking about relationships and the real things that I think a lot of people don't talk about. You know, for example, when you are in a relationship with someone that is has a stronger personality.
Right. Man
and woman. And again, although I identify as a homosexual woman, right now, because you just never know these things. We're fluid. My best friend is 100% heterosexual. So
100%. 100.
It's funny because people think because of how she likes when I touch her breast and her booty because she's just narcissistic that way and it makes her feel good, but she really is a straight woman.
Okay.
So we have an opportunity to kind of give both ends of the rainbow our opinions on different topics and how we feel about it. Some of the conversations are going to be very, very serious, you know, as it relates to Donald Trump and some of the crazy shit that he's doing. And it might be simple stuff like dumb shit that, you know, Kanye West is doing. But it's going to change from week to week.
I like that she's straight and you're not. Because I think you could give different perspectives. Sometimes when you hear people talking and they speak as if every woman loves a man, or you see a meme like, every woman needs a man that. I'm like, or a woman. You know? So you can give that other perspective as well.
Yes.
And then as being someone who's been fluid, you've also been with.
I have no problem dating men.
Right.
You know, sexually I'm okay with it. Emotionally, I haven't really been able to find that connection, which is why I tend to be in relationships with women. But I'm cool with guys.
Right. So I think great perspective. Yeah.
Yeah. I just saw Aquaman. Even Nancy was like, baby, he can get it.
Don't lie. My gosh.
Don't lie. Even Nancy was like,
I didn't say that in those conversations, like, he's fine.
Yeah. Okay, there's a big difference. Because I'm with Nancy because I like Maxwell. I went to the Maxwell concert. I love Maxwell.
But you wouldn't give it up? You wouldn't do it for Maxwell?
I wouldn't give it up. But I would spend time with him. I would hang out with him. But no.
That's code for it. You can get it, Maxwell. All it is, you can get it, Maxwell. She knows.
I like his haircuts.
Yeah,
I like his clothes. I like his voice. He can sing. So yeah. But no, I don't know about he could get it.
Right.
But hang on.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah. Okay. So. Yeah.
Are you gonna be drinking this year? Are you gonna drink a little bit more? Because you don't drink at all right now. Are you gonna sip some alcohol for 2019?
I don't think so. I thought about it as the year was approaching. So for people who don't know, most people should know because I don't really talk about it that much.
Yeah.
A little bit. I didn't drink for 2018.
Yeah.
And I did pretty well with that. I enjoyed it.
You did.
I enjoyed it.
You were at a lot of functions and you were like water or when we bartended, you said orange juice, cranberry juice.
Yeah.
Mixed.
So I've been feeling good. I probably saved some money.
You did.
Probably $1,000 or $2,000.
No. Oh, if not more.
Yeah. I lost some weight. And then, I mean, you know, with alcohol, you know, you feel like maybe you have this excuse to be silly and stuff, but I think that we still have it within ourselves.
Yeah.
So it's like, sometimes people ask me if I'm drunk, and I kind of want to be like, yeah, I was drunk, but
I
don't have that.
You're like, nah.
I don't like to lie.
I knew what I was doing. Come get this.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I don't have the excuse, you know.
Right.
So that part, but yeah, I'm enjoying. Yeah.
So I don't do the whole bandwagon thing of new year, new me, or anything like that.
Okay.
I just believe in constant evolution.
Okay.
What are some of the? I'm looking at many people.
That's fine. I don't mind. It's a conversation.
I know. It's habit.
Go ahead and ask
So,
me.
what are some things that you kind of thought about for 2019 that you wanted to add or work on or do differently?
There's a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me think of the things that I actually want to share.
Top 10. Yeah. There you go.
Because I'm gonna tell you, one of my things is I'm particular about sharing. Like I didn't share whatever. Yeah. Because it's like when I decided I didn't want to drink, I didn't want to tell the whole world.
Got it.
I wanted to hold that for myself.
Okay.
And then at some point I started to share that I don't want to drink.
Okay.
Or that I don't drink.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
And sometimes I consider myself like somewhat like very social.
Yes.
Socialite. So in that world it can come in.
Yes.
Yeah. So in that world, even not drinking could be like people around you can be stressed about that. Like, what do you mean you're not drinking?
Yeah.
Are you alcoholic? Are you trying to lose weight?
Right.
I'm like,
They're
I just don't.
Is everything okay?
Yes, and it's like,
can I support you?
Right, and it becomes this whole thing. So
Yeah,
sometimes
I agree.
it becomes, it's just, So, yes.
Great
Question. What is
Jodie Ann's coming out story? Can she answer slowly? On a chat too fast, too
Okay, so let's slow down. Thank you for that.
There's another question before that one.
What's that question?
What's that one?
Question is, for Jodie, do you believe in marriage between two women or two men?
Okay, and we're going to slow down.
Do I believe
robotic
in man? It's a Jamaican thing.
Yeah, okay, we got too excited.
And also,
we just got too excited.
Yeah, we did. We got too excited. Do you believe in marriage between two women?
Two women or two men?
Hold on. What's in that bottle? Two women?
Two women.
Same-sex marriage.
Do I believe in same-sex marriages? It has nothing to do with the sex, to be honest with you. I think it has to do with individuals. Do I think that a lot of my people in the LGBT community are jumping on this, let's get married after 2 months or yeah, I do think we need to calm the fuck down and slow the fuck down. But it has nothing to do with your sexuality. It has to do with the fact that have you found someone that you can truly commit to being with for the rest of your life?
There you go.
That's it.
Yeah, I think so. Doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman.
No, I don't think
So
that's
then the
it.
follow-up question is, then if it don't work out, what, fire on them?
Fire on them.
No.
I mean, well, honestly, you and G are perfect.
So she's speaking
Hashtag
to
relationship.
Yeah, perfect. So,
Hashtag relationship.
just to give people context, I'm in the studio of David Muir, who's my former husband, aka Sexy Exy, because people don't necessarily know everything that's happening around
they
here.
don't. Oh shit.
Right.
Did I spill the tea?
No, that's fine. I talk about it all the time that
Oh.
I'm in his studio and he's my best brethren and my Sexy Exy and everything.
Not my fault.
Okay.
Okay.
So yes, yeah. So that's the thing. You get to have that, and have water. So when I don't have that.
So you can't no excuse.
Yeah, I
Okay.
try sometimes, but like people don't believe it. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So then the other question was your coming out story.
My coming out story.
So you were here last year. We
I
probably
was.
talked about it a little bit.
A little bit. I don't really have a coming out
No,
story.
coming out story. I can't-
I think that I was independent and from a very young age. I moved out of my parents' home when I was 17. So I didn't have the traditional, I didn't have to do traditionally, answer to my parents the way a lot of people did up until like their late 20s. Because
Okay.
I moved out when I was 17. It was
Okay.
more of, because I tend to date women that are a little bit more dominant.
Okay.
It was more
More
of-
dominant than you? Wow. Okay, go ahead.
That's a
Gee,
whole
are
nother
you getting
conversation.
excited?
Right, shit.
No, I'm just saying, I think
You
she's
see how
not
Joe
dominant.
did?
No, I don't mean dominant like masculine. I mean dominant like in dominance. So I
Okay,
feel
so
like you meant did you mean
masculine
masculine?
energy.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's different.
yeah, I
Because
think-
masculine doesn't mean dominant.
You're right.
Right, okay,
You're right. I
that's-
tend to definitely date women that physically tend to look a little bit more dominant or masculine, right?
Looking masculine.
So
yeah.
of course, when I had some of these women around me, my parents kind of were looking like, well, who is it?
Hey, oh my God,
You know?
that's so Jamaican.
Yeah,
it's
it is.
terrible.
It is. It is.
Yeah. Not to this.
I was in a relationship with
broad brush.
someone for 10 years, but for a good part of that relationship, we did the whole, that's my roommate thing. We had a 2-bedroom place. And then it just eventually got to the point where I was like, you know what?
I can't do this anymore.
I can't do this anymore. Like, I'm independent. I don't call home for nothing. Why am I hiding
So
this?
at some point you said, this is my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Okay, good,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a coming out story.
I guess.
It's just because you didn't say like, it doesn't have to be literal, like, I'm out of the closet.
Yeah.
But it's like at some point letting go and not worrying about people knowing that you're with a woman.
And
Right.
being independent too, I think a lot of times the reason why a lot of these young folks are so afraid to share with their parents is because they're not fully independent. They still rely on their parents for some sort of financial support or things. And for me, I've been riding it out.
Who could I worry about judgment?
Judgment
You
from the
think
parents.
so?
Oh yeah, a lot of
Especially
it.
in the Jamaican
But
and the
for
Caribbean
me-
culture.
For me, what stopped me was mostly concern about people judging me. You know,
See,
so
I never cared about
I
people's
did.
thoughts.
So
Yeah.
I eventually you could tell I don't care now. It took me
Yeah.
and speaking of Sexy Exy, he's the one who really helped me a lot. I talk about it a lot. Helped me with just letting go of what people think. That was something that was just like, but I don't want people to think I'm gay. I don't want people. And it's
Yeah.
like that was something that bothered me.
Right.
And then at some point, obviously, it didn't.
And also too, when you talk about I don't want people to think I'm gay, I think what a lot of gay people don't realize is you can define what gay means for you.
Right.
And
yeah.
I think that, of course, to the world, when people see gay, they see the partying, they see the sex, they see the diseases, and that doesn't necessarily mean that's what you identify
Right,
as
right,
or
yeah.
who you are representing. So what does gay mean for G?
Right.
G, you still got your profession, you're doing all of these different things. So I think it's a matter of letting your people, your family know, listen, I understand what you may think gay is, but this is what gay means to me. This is who gay is going to be for G.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah, man, and big up Kavor in Kingston, Jamaica.
Wagwan.
Happy New Year. He's asking
Oh.
for you to talk a little bit about the cross, the rosary around your neck.
So I just came out from Colombia for my birthday,
Okay,
and
yeah.
I went to this church. It's called La Popa. It's in the highest point of Cartagena, Colombia,
Okay.
and it was a very, very spiritual moment for us. My partner lost her mom this year, and it was a very, very emotional. Toughest holiday, of course, the first holiday. But when we went up there, it was so peaceful, and even though her and I didn't physically speak while we were there, we communicated in a different way. So anyway, I got this rosary while I was there, and it called my name. As I was walking by it, I stopped and I was like, you know what? I want to purchase that. And every once in a while when I'm leaving the house, it tells me to wear it, and it told me to wear it, so I did.
You did. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Is that my phone?
Yeah.
Okay, no.
So that's
okay.
it. Yeah.
And then
Did I answer your
Carissa,
question?
Yes, I
Okay.
think that was a good answer there.
That
For your
Okay.
podcast, could you find out about lesbians and gays who don't believe in same-sex marriage and pick the brains for me, please? It's a topic I haven't really seen folks tap into. Could you read the rest of that? I don't want to press it, David.
Because there are so many different variations and levels of LGBT and the limitations they place on themselves and the community.
Yeah, well, it's interesting. I'll share a little bit that years before where I am now, and I had a girlfriend, and we were, I would say it's called in the closet,
Okay.
right? Just a few people knew, and then people were fighting for same-sex marriage. I mean, we were like, wow, why would people want to get married? I mean,
Yeah.
woman and woman,
Yeah.
both of us. I remember just thinking that, like, then I was thinking, like, but wouldn't their kids know? Like, because that's where I was, where I
Right.
felt like this is so, like, should be so hidden from society.
Right.
I didn't agree with it, even though I was doing it.
Right.
To that point. So I think that's a great topic. I don't know if anybody who's openly gay would be like, don't get married. I don't know. But I remember just thinking, I just remember thinking that when I saw people fighting for it, I'm like, I want to learn more about that, because why would people
Wanna
want
get
to
married?
get
Yeah.
I didn't get it.
That's
Like,
actually a really good
'cause
question.
I felt it was more like about sex.
Yeah.
You know, and then later on I learned, of course, it's much
It's
more,
more
than
than
sex.
sex.
Yeah,
Oh.
it felt very sexual for me.
Got it.
My
So you're like,
intimate-
why would you want to share with people that you're having sex
Sex
with a
with
woman?
women.
Not the whole, okay, I
Like,
get
so
it.
like this whole buying a house together and living together and married together, it's like,
You couldn't-
yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's where I was coming from.
That
This
makes
is-
sense.
This is probably 10 years ago, but yeah,
I
will
think for
share.
me personally, I actually correct people when they see myself and my partner. Like, oh, that's Nancy's wife. I'm like, no, pause. I'm not a wife.
Yeah.
I'm her girlfriend.
Right.
I think that sometimes in the LGBT community, especially as lesbians, we just move way too fast.
Right.
So right now, I am a girlfriend. I'm
Okay.
okay with being a girlfriend. I'm living
Okay.
in that role as a
Right.
girlfriend.
Right.
And if we feel or we see that we want to take it to the next level, then I'll be a fiance.
Okay.
I'm gonna live that out for a little bit as well. You know, do all the counseling and preparation for that role.
Right.
And then if I decide that I want to take it to the next level, I'll get married.
Right.
I don't think it has anything to do with sex, like I
Right.
said
Yeah,
earlier,
no.
at all. It has to do with the two individuals and you guys kind of trying to figure out if this is really what you want to do for you the rest of your life. Honestly, you need to make sure that you are self-aware.
Right.
Man, woman, or didim. You gotta translate that. I don't know how to translate
I don't know that one.
Oh, you don't know
no,
that one?
No, I don't know that one.
Oh, you so bougie for that one.
I don't know that one. It may be new. It's a new word.
No, from long time I heard that one day. Okay, anyway.
Can you translate it?
It's been a long
Carice,
time.
do you know that word? A kavor?
Man, woman, or didim.
Didim. You know that one, David?
David, you ever heard that one before?
I wasn't listening.
Man, woman, or didim.
You know
No,
didim?
I never knew that one.
What?
Maybe it's only your family.
Maybe
use
it's
that
a
word.
Stony Hill one. Don't do me, G. Don't do me, G. Don't come for my family, G.
I never heard of. David is a patois professional. Let me tell you this: the man could teach it.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Okay. Well, add that one. Didim. So
Didim, look up didim.
I think that people need to definitely work on themselves and being more self-aware.
Yeah, I think so.
I think the only way that you can truly be successful in a relationship is if you're comfortable and confident with self.
I think also that it should be along the line of what you're saying, that you shouldn't have to need this person, right? I think it should be that you are great by yourself.
Yeah.
You're amazing. You're fully, you're whole. When people say this person completed me, I feel like we should be complete,
Yeah.
right? And it's like, and then this is a bonus, but
Yes.
not like, oh my gosh, I can't be.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
So-
I made that mistake before. I remember, I think I told you the last show when I got out of my relationship with my 10-year partner. I documented, excuse me, I just belched. I
Okay.
apologize. Do you smell it?
I was wondering. I just glad. Well, let me stop. Go ahead. Let me be bad.
So I remember I documented. G, don't come to unconditional love, G. We're working it out for 2019.
I don't know if we got to unconditional.
Oh,
love. I got love for you, but unconditional is really strong. Say, hold on. Maybe you and Nancy. Hopefully you guys have that, but.
I remember the first time that I actually documented going to the grocery store by myself, because I had become so codependent on that person.
Wow.
So yeah. First time I went to it's probably still on my phone and my calendar. First time I went to Publix.
You did
First time I
everything
went to
together?
we did every striking thing together, including bowel movements.
No. Okay,
No
hold
lie.
on. Let me tell you. You already said burp, and then you said this one. No more bodily function.
Okay, no
please.
more. Well, I have two more.
This is sex.
Okay.
Sex is okay,
Okay.
but all other stuff, like.
I may have one more, G. I'm sorry.
I'd rather like sexier.
Okay.
That's okay, right.
Okay. All right.
I mean, but I don't want to restrain you. If you really feel desperate, you need to talk about gassing those things. If
Okay.
you're desperate, you can do it. But
Okay.
And then
What about?
hold on.
we have
Carrie
somebody?
says she hasn't heard of Diddim either. So this
Can
is
we-
it's looking really strong. Let's see here.
So y'all just gonna have me out here like I'm just kind of dusty, like old foot Jamaican, like.
I love that old foot Jamaican.
You know what I'm saying? Like I grew up in Stony Hill. Like I mean, I have a little bit of class, but nobody knows Diddim. Maybe you don't know it. Maybe
no, we don't.
Maybe you need to
That's
get to it.
That's our point. We don't know it. But anyway, let me not shake it on too much.
Okay.
So okay. Any other questions here? And let me big up IG too. We're live on Instagram on Verity TV. Thanks for joining. We got
Nice.
Jodie on the TV Takeover as a guest, and she does a talk show.
Yes, I have a talk show.
Talk show.
But the TV Takeover Studios.
It's producing. You're gonna be producing.
Yes, it's a production studio, and our first production was my show, which is a talk show that we had 10 episodes in 2018, where it was a talk show format. A lot of people say that when they see it, they think of like Wendy Williams or Oprah, that kind of thing. So we have 3 segments. We have the first segment, which is the B&B corner, and that's where you get all the tea. That's B&B standing for Bay and Bestie. Okay, Bay and Bestie. Update on all the the news and what's kind of going on. Little dialogue. Which is good because I don't know celebrity news at all. Yeah, I'm really bad with celebrity. So when you're talking about, I'm like, I that's why I have them because I really don't. I can't keep up. I can't. And then the next part is I usually have on average about 4 to 5 guests. Okay, cool. I usually have, and then we talk about their contribution to the conversation, and then the third part of it, segment, is where we have open discussion on the topic. Which is good. Mental health was a great one. That's a good one. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Had all great shows. Yeah. Let's see here. Carrie says I grew up on Windward Road, and that the one they miss me. Oh, okay. My mother Sharon, don't come for me, Sharon.
This is Carrie's.
She said somebody named Sharon said, I want that Jodie. Sharon, don't come for me, friend.
Okay, yeah, man.
It's a Stony over.
It's a Stony over.
David, don't do me. Don't do me, David. Just because you're that big. Just because you're that big now.
Big up, David. We had a big Blitz Out 50th celebration for the Sexy Exy. Yeah. Yes, which was wonderful. I still don't know why I didn't get a message about that, but we'll talk about it.
Well, listen, I'm going to say this about this. I'm not on here, but I'm going to say this.
Okay.
You're not the only person who's complaining who didn't get invited to my surprise birthday party.
I know, it was a surprise birthday.
So if it's a surprise birthday, how people are
I put it on my page.
How am I supposed to make people know about my surprise? That people hold me responsible for not getting invited to a surprise.
That's some lawyer shit right there, G.
Let me tell you, I put it on my public page, invited everybody.
It wasn't an address. It said someplace in Hollywood.
Oh, that's the thing. Okay, the place, this is the thing. The place is actually called 5 o'clock somewhere. That's the venue. Oh. People, you're not the only one. You're not the only one. People thought that I said, because believe me, PJ had texted me to say, she want to come. Where is? And she said that's very ambiguous. I said no, the name of it is 5 o'clock somewhere. That's the name.
I thought you were just trying to tell people, listen, I'm bossy, I'm having this party, but y'all can't really come. That's what the message. That's how I interpreted that message. Okay, the location was. Yeah, so we have a problem. Blitz Out 51 or something, David, or 55, something. I don't know.
Let's just go for the 60. Let's just plan for the 60. 60?
That feels far, but time racing by.
Your friends are on forever.
You're right. You're right.
So we'll do that. We'll do that. Yeah, man.
Right.
So I don't know the time, but I'm figuring we're probably at about 5:45. What time
Where
is
we at? 38 past.
I mean, how do I get 5? 6:38. Yeah.
It's me.
You're at 8 minutes past.
8 minutes past.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
It's okay. It's a new year, so it's okay.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, man. So we don't have to stick with it.
We don't.
You have anything else you want to share? You had asked me a question. I was trying to think of what was I.
2019. We had started. What are some of the things you're gonna do differently for 2019? I think that's important. It's a New Year's show. We gotta talk about.
Okay, so we'll do that and then we'll wrap up.
Wrap it up.
Okay, cool.
Well, before we're gonna go there, how is it that Jodie Ann run the show and a fair show?
I don't mind. It's a conversation, queer conversations. I like that. I don't ask her a lot of quick. I've asked you have me.
Don't try to start no shit with me and my friend.
I don't have me going in too much pattern. I want my audience understand.
David, do not start too much shit with me and my friend.
And I'm not even that. Anyway, okay. So 2019, overall, it's more focused.
Okay.
I got really good with working out regularly, staying on track.
Yes.
With the no drinking, I started drinking some Coca-Cola. And I have to stop with the Coca-Cola.
Okay.
Sodas. Okay. The sodas, right? Okay. Last night, in fact, just before I went to bed, I had Coca-Cola and M&M's. This confession.
What?
I just was like, let me just have it. 2018. Yes! I had to be, that was just me going wild. It was like wild. I wilded out. M&M's and Coca-Cola. So that's.
Did you know about this?
No. That's a sugar celebration.
That's what I did.
Okay.
So I had some oxtail too. So anyway, I just was like, I had to go crazy.
Wait a minute. Coca-Cola, M&M's, and oxtail?
So for those of you who can get to know what to buy.
Right.
So that was me kind of closing out like this. Enjoy these things right now.
Okay.
Coming 2019. Very little chocolate, very little soda.
Okay.
Very little oxtail.
Okay.
Right. So eating healthier.
Okay.
I got the little container thing so I could like start food prepping and be
Okay.
really diligent. So
Are you gonna cook? You're gonna get somebody else to do it?
I'm gonna cook.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So cooking more, food prep. I can cook a little bit.
Okay.
Not like you. I can tell you can really cook. And when you know words like did him, that means you must can cook.
Ah,
You must can cook.
That was a little bit shady. That was a little bit petty right there. You want me to a little bit petty right there? Wow. In the new year, that's how we do it? That's how we do
I
it, G?
couldn't help it. I could. It was just
Y'all saw that, right?
It was just right there.
Okay.
So food, and then excited about The Art Woman. That's
Okay.
taken over my life in a wonderful way.
Yes.
And then we're doing also a performance project, which I think you're going to be part of.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Right. So we're about to announce that we're going to be doing a theater workshop series, helping people with acting, directing, writing, and then doing auditions. And we have a play in June called I'm Coming, which I know you just love that. Right? You just want to be in that.
I don't even care what it is, what's happening.
Just that.
I love it.
I think we use you for the commercial.
I will be more than happy to
Yes.
tell you guys how I'm coming.
So pretty much food, fitness,
Okay.
The Art Woman,
Okay.
staying focused.
Okay.
You know.
I like it.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
like it.
And for you, 2019, what do you? I know you talked about some of the projects, but what's like the focus? Of what you want to
2019.
make sure?
2019. Definitely my health.
Mm-hmm.
I've always, as most women, been kind of up and down with my weight,
Mhm.
and
Been
I
there.
joke a lot about it, but I really want to be in a place where I just find myself in a body that I'm comfortable with and stay there.
Pause. It's not about the weight on the scale. It's all the things look.
Right.
It look good. Don't bother me.
Oh, but see, I love him.
Yeah, he's
I love. If I ever want some dick D, I'ma holler at you. Seriously, because you make me feel so good. You do in my heart.
It's a go on good.
It's a
trust me.
thank you, baby.
It's in the right place.
Yes.
Everything.
So I just want to just kind of make just be a little bit more comfortable,
Right.
with myself with that. Definitely, I want to strengthen my spirituality a little bit
Okay.
more. I'm not religious at all, but I want to start doing some meditation.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. I want to definitely start doing some more meditation. I remember when I meditated before, I really elevated, and then I was able to see a lot of things, learn a lot of things about myself.
I need to do some of that.
Yes,
too.
meditation.
To calm.
Yes.
Yeah, because I
Yes.
think both of us have like a little. Sometimes you could.
Yes,
Hyper.
we're a little
you know,
hyper. Yeah, we're very
right,
hyper.
Right.
Whatever, D. Don't come for us. Don't come for us. You said we trying to come for us, friends. And also too, I want to. I'm committed to reading at least one book a month.
Okay, good.
I want to start,
Yeah.
building that up again.
Good.
And just being true to myself. Continuing to be authentic. I think when I really started to live my best life was when I started to embrace who Jodie really is. Instead of, I think I said it at a party before. Instead of worrying about what other people have to say about me or listening to the things that people say about me, I decided to just embrace me and monetize me.
Right.
And that's what I'm doing in 2019. I'm monetizing me.
Good, I like
I'm
that.
monetizing everything about me that, I feel as though is monetizable. So just keeping on that
We're
path.
hoping that everything that's monetizable.
I mean, if
but
I have to sell it, if I gotta sell it, it is what it is.
Personality wise,
Oh,
so
oh.
yeah, well, yeah, you have a dynamic, amazing,
Back
fun,
page.
fierce personality.
Okay.
Love Jodie Ann.
Yes,
I'm
thank
glad. When I thought about it, I'm like, am I gonna do a show on the 1st of January? Do I take? I took off a few weeks,
You
which
did.
was good.
You did.
And I mean, took off from the show because I was doing mad stuff with the
Yeah,
Art Woman.
you were very
and all this
busy.
stuff, very busy. But for the show, I took the break, and then I was like, we're perfect. Jodie Ann, I love having you on. I love your
Thank
story,
you.
and thanks for sharing that I inspired you. And
You did.
I hear you. We might be working together.
No, we will.
I feel it.
We are.
I definitely feel it.
Yes, we are.
We're gonna
we had a really
conjure
great
that.
powwow right before 2018 closed out.
Right.
We have big plans for 2019.
Yeah,
so
we'll make it happen. So yeah, man.
Yeah.
Seats here. Seats here.
That's a
Seats
picture.
here. Yes. Instagram, thanks for joining. Every Tuesday, 6 p.m. EST. Right here. Facebook, thanks for joining. Jodie Ann.
Yes.
Yes. The TV Takeover.
Yes.
Yes.
The TV Takeover at the TV Takeover 876 is my Instagram. Do you have my stuff?
The links
It's
are
gonna
coming.
come
You
up?
put the links. Did you know what we didn't do?
What?
We have to.
What?
The lesbian group on Facebook, big up.
Women of color, lesbian. I think you should do it. Because you're more active in my group than I am.
Okay.
Okay.
And then we're wrapping up.
Then wrap it up. Okay.
Okay, so Jodie Ann started a group for lesbian. First it was black women, now it's women of color.
Yeah, women of color, lesbian love support group.
The women of color lesbian love support group. Like 13,000 women are in there from all over the country and perhaps the world.
Yes.
Great conversations.
Yes.
Sometimes it goes off a little bit. I see you shut it down when it needs to.
Yes.
But no, thanks for doing that.
Yes.
And I know you're also, there's a process. It's not like everybody can just be in the group.
Right. No,
you try to make sure
Yes.
the people are.
Everybody's literally handpicked, which is why it
Handpicked.
takes a little bit of time sometimes.
Right.
But they're handpicked. So shout out to my guys.
Yeah.
For all of my people on the lesbian love support group.
Yeah,
You guys are amazing.
Let me tell you, I see sometimes a few people have said, "Oh, we met here, now we're engaged."
Yes!
I said, "Jodie is like Match.com
Let
out
me tell you
here."
something. I need 10% off of these proposals and shit, honey, because you saw that.
I saw
There
it.
was a recent one, like this week, I think.
Yeah, I just
Somebody
saw that
met
yesterday,
and got
today.
engaged from my page.
So you
Congratulations.
it's like you're the app her, and they have that. You
Yeah.
know, so
Yeah.
hey, you never know. You never know.
never know.
So
It
yeah,
all
but it's a great
started
group.
from heartbreak.
I love the conversations that people have there. Well, most of them, you know,
Yeah.
they're good conversations,
Yeah.
and it's good posts and a good way to connect people, women of color. You know,
Events.
So yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Everybody should fly out into Fort Lauderdale for the Art Woman.
Yeah.
Come on down. You guys could have a little meetup thing.
I think
you know?
so.
You could do that.
I think so.
And you were saying, I didn't want to cut you on
What?
that point. You said
What?
you started because of heartbreak.
I did. When I was in a relationship and I was completely
Same
broken.
10-year relationship?
No, it was actually shortly after that.
Okay.
And I was broken and I did not know who to talk to. I didn't have anybody that looked like me that I could express how I felt. I didn't know who to reach out to because most of my crowd actually were, believe it or not, straight people. So I said,
No, I
let me
understand
just
that.
start. Yeah.
Yeah.
I said, let me start this group because, they don't really know me. So if I just jump on here and say that I, say whatever, they're not going to judge. And
Right.
then, 7 years later?
Oh, it's 7 years.
Yeah, 14,000 people in,
Wow.
Yeah, so-
Wow. So big up the group and big up
Yeah.
Jodie Ann.
A very important question coming for Jodie Ann from the section.
Are you in a relationship? You talk like you only was in one. I am in a relationship.
Do you want to talk about a relationship?
I can.
Talk about a relationship.
I am in a relationship. I am in a relationship with a Cuban with a fat ass.
Ain't that fact?
Let me tell you. No, I'm in a
You want
relationship.
Nancy want to see.
I know, right?
Y'all
Yeah,
stop
right.
checking me out.
No, I'm in a relationship. I'm in a relationship with an amazing woman. Her name is Nancy Frio. We actually are business partners as well. We
Okay,
own a bar
Okay.
event planning business.
Okay, good.
It's called Upgrade Your Party.
Yeah,
We've been
and we work with you. You guys
so
are great.
busy. Thank you.
Good,
And
good.
basically, a lot of people when they have events at their home or private events at their home, they have an opportunity to have a professional mixologist come in with great personality and be able to mix drinks for their group. What's nice about it as well is a lot of people don't realize that when you have a bartender, you actually save liquor.
Because you know how to pour.
Right.
That's a
And
good point.
It is.
Okay, so I know
It
she says she's a mixologist.
Yes.
So having a mixologist, you're gonna have a variety of drinks, but
Absolutely.
also preserve them on
Yes.
alcohol.
And
yeah.
it's entertaining,
Yeah,
we're
and
entertaining.
Nancy looks great.
She
Like
does.
with that black button-down
She
shirt.
does. She's cute.
Like handsome, right?
Yeah,
I think
very
so.
handsome, cutish.
Yeah, handsome, cute.
We're
Yeah.
adding this year to the to our business actually having an MOC. So if you wanted to be able to not only have a bartender, but maybe you wanted to have somebody to just kind of keep the crowd entertained.
Nice. So that's you.
So we're yes.
Yes.
So so we're adding that. We're adding
That's a
that
good
to the itinerary as well. So if you wanted to have somebody to do, and we actually have a couple people that have already booked. So we got a couple weddings and
Congratulations.
stuff like that. Yeah, people like me.
Great
Don't
team.
recommend book you
Who
there.
would have thought?
Don't
Who would've-
recommend book you there yet.
You know that's a good fucking question, D. Has that art woman booked Jodie yet?
Well, it's funny you should say that. Because we are considering for the March 1st event that we would want a mixologist. So we'll talk about that.
Oh!
That's a great
Oh,
possibility.
there you go.
Let's talk about
There
it.
you go.
I know we worked with you in the
It's
summer.
all about the coins in 2019. I ain't playing with y'all. I ain't playing with y'all.
She's not playing with
Oh,
you.
I am not
Was
playing
that-
with you for.
No, that's fine.
We've been holding your people hostage.
Okay. Love
I'm
you
so
all.
sorry.
No, that's fine. Don't be sorry. No apology needed.
2019.
2019. We had great things to talk
We did.
about.
It was fun.
You have great projects. I have great projects.
do.
We have great things-
Congratulations.
Thank you and congratulations. And
Thank
thank you. Happy New Year, everyone. Tune in every Tuesday, 6 p.m.
Very
right here.
GTV. This is
Yeah.
where it's at.
Thank you.
Every Tuesday, 6 p.m.
Yes.
And she's cute.
Oh, thank you.
Bye, guys.